Donald Trump has officially secured the Republican presidential nomination and named his running mate after being wounded in an attempted assassination over the weekend. Now for the latest, we're joined now by CTV's Scott Hurst. Morning, Scott. So what is the latest with this investigation into the attempt on Trump's life in Pennsylvania?
Good morning, Phil. The FBI believes 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks acted alone, but there are still many unanswered questions about motive, even as investigators have been able to look through his vehicle, his home, and also scour his social media and online presence. And so questions about motive and also questions about how he was able to climb to a rooftop so close to the rally venue and get a direct line of sight to the former president. However, we are learning more about the moments leading up to the attempted assassination. The suspected shooter, according to multiple reports, was spotted near the event's metal detectors on Saturday. He appeared to be acting suspiciously, and an alert was apparently put out over the radio to keep an eye on him. The shooter had explosive material inside his car and home, according to investigators. And in an interview with ABC News, the Secret Service Director, Kimberly Cheadle, says her office is cooperating with the investigation, but ultimately the buck stops with her, however, saying there were local police patrolling the area. Despite receiving an endorsement and support from the current president, the Secret Service Director is resisting congressional calls to resign. She's expected to testify before the GOP-led House Oversight Committee early next week.
Okay, and Scott, Trump has also chosen a running mate for his run at the presidency. What do we know about him so far, other than the fact that he's from Ohio?
Yeah, this is a 39-year-old J.D. Vance, so a running mate who is several decades younger than Donald Trump. Vance was first elected to public office in 2022. He is a first-term senator, born and raised in Ohio. He joined the Marines and served in Iraq. He made a name for himself with the 2016 bestseller Hillbilly Elegy. Vance went from a never-Trumper at one point to now a fierce ally. He called Trump dangerous and unfit for office shortly after Trump was first elected in 2016. Once elected, Vance became a fierce Trump supporter and ally on Capitol Hill, increasingly defending Trump's policies and behavior, and now a leading conservative voice. We saw the pair last night as Trump was announced to a boisterous crowd. Of course, we saw that big bandage over his right ear from the attempted assassination on Saturday, but the crowd went wild when they saw him, and we saw the two standing next to each other as they were listening to speakers at the Republican National Convention. Now, J.D. Vance, when it comes to the election, will be a key ally and a key voice for the so-called Rust Belt battleground states when it comes to November, guys.
All right, pretty strategic appointment.
Okay, CTV National Scott Hurst joining us live with this. Thanks so much, Scott.